Okay. Set up the camera. You know, you can remember audio. It's my okay. All right. Mike, just my name. Big Nick. How about that?
I don't care what you did,
I
but you remember you're live.
remember what?
You're live.
Okay. So, uh,
Hey, folks, welcome to the first new live broadcast of the channel. I'm just waiting for my brother to get on screen here. Having some technical uh, difficulties, which means he knows shit about computers. But I'm going to have him out here now in a second. Oh, here we go. There he is. We just take over his one. So we're here
Did you
online.
just say I don't know nothing about computers?
So he's on live right now.
Oh
And
my God.
basically, you know nothing about the computer. So you got to. So the talk of the whole story of the guys is going to be coast to coast. He's over in Canada, and on the other side. So here we go. We're going to be talking about a few different things here. He's doing currency. He's been doing it for a few years now. Me, I've been at it for a little bit. I do not know as much as what he does, but I'm sure he'll be able to and answer any questions you guys might have. I see we got no viewers yet. Good and whatever, you know. The channel. And it is the first video. So here we go. Introduce yourself here, Dave.
Well, I think you've already told everybody my name and the fact that I don't know anything about computers, but I'm here.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. So this is my big brother guy. He's ugly, as you can see. I'm the good one. I got the good. So anyway, cryptocurrency. Explain it, Dave. Go ahead.
Cryptocurrency. Well, basically, cryptocurrency is it's a name that a lot of people put on cryptography software used for financial system. Right now, it's probably in its 20th year. For mainstream crypto, Bitcoin came online probably 09, fully online, but it was the the thought child of the NSA, the NID, CIA, a long time ago. Basically, it also shares the same software that your basic Mastercard, Visa cards do, except the finality. There's a few differences, of course. Crypto currency is just like a slang name put on it because they didn't really know what to call it. The last couple of years of reading up on it and researching, seeing what actually is and what isn't. It's basically financial software. Um, there's probably about 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies out there. Anybody and their dog that thought that they could make a buck off the average brain dead investor. People putting money into to investments that they don't know anything about, and they were duped and manipulated by 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies. Anybody can make anybody can make up a token, which is what they're called. Every well, like I said, there's probably about 20,000 plus. A token is an actual cryptocurrency. It's the same thing, but being the cryptocurrencies is a plural form for cryptographic investments online. There are exchanges all over the world. Canada has 5 or 6. The United States has a dozen or more. Every country has them, and an exchange is just like a bank. It's an online bank, and it also works the same as a bank. So if you think that you're going to be putting money into an exchange, and you can withdraw whenever you want, try and do the same thing with your local bank. It doesn't work. If you put $100,000 in the bank, you cannot go and just automatically withdraw it the next day, because the banks work on the premise when you put money into your account, you're lending them money, so they will
Okay.
give it back to you whenever they want to.
I see. Okay. Okay. So, say somebody starting out new to cryptocurrency, uh, what would your advice be to them?
What's that?
Okay, someone starting out in cryptocurrency, what would be your advice to them?
If somebody wanted to invest
Yeah,
in cryptocurrency,
what would your advice to them be?
if they want to invest in it,
Yeah.
pick something that you want to invest in and research it. Go online. YouTube is your best option. You can go on X also. TikTok has a lot on it. Instagram does too. But find a place where you can find people that are already into it. They have their own YouTube channels, X channels, whatever, or X accounts. I don't know what they're called on that. But basically, what I do is I buy books on it. You can buy books offline, and there is not very many of them, and they're pretty affordable, anywhere from $15 to $25 for the half decent ones, and there are higher end ones. There's also you can buy programs like let me see, BTCC has them. What it is, you're going to be putting money online, and you're going to be getting podcasts. You're going to be getting symposiums, conferences from all over the world. I mean, there's lots of exposure, but you need the time to actually invest. If you want to invest, you should take the time to research. Now, for me, for the last 10, 15 years, up until about 4 years ago, I began to invest. Before that, I just read. I read and watched conferences. Um, so if anyone wants to get into crypto, um, what I did was after a while, when I thought, okay, I might just put my toes in the water just to see what's going on. So what I did was I followed the banks. The banks are using 5 or 6 crypto software for the financial system for the future, and I put some money in them and just watched it work. And while it was working its magic, I went in and I researched everything that invested in, and I also researched more. And the more that you research, the more you find out, and the more that you really hate the systems, because you realize that we've been duped, we've been manipulated over the years into thinking that our investments are actually ours, and they're not. There are ways to protect yourself, but hardly anybody is aware of them, and not very many people are familiar with them. Only the banks and bank associated people are. My best advice on that end of things is you might want to look up and find yourself and eventually acquire some cold storage cryptocurrency wallets. The
Hmm.
best one right now on the market is a biometric wallet. Actually, there might be more than one now, but Decent, D apostrophe CENT, is the one that I recommend for biometrics. And the don't think that the more expensive they are, that the better they are. because that's not true. What you need to do is you need to go online again onto YouTube and just punch in cryptocurrency wallets, cold storage wallets, and you'll come up with probably 10, 15 to 20 YouTube people, personalities that will break down each each different wallet, show you how to install it, show you what's all involved in it, how to download cryptocurrencies onto your wallet. The one thing they all say is that not every wallet accepts every cryptocurrency, which is true because some are only taking Bitcoin, and then there's some that only take Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and a few other major ones. And then there's other ones that'll take 500 or 600 of them. So you basically have to do your own homework. This is not easy, but if you're serious about just doing your own investing, which I recommend, then there's a little bit of work to it, and being able to keep notes, write things down every single night you're online. Make sure that you write down YouTube personalities that you connect with, the ones you like, and just remember the names. So hence you write down the names so you can go back, and if you have any questions, then you can ask because they will answer questions. They may not answer it right away, but they will get back to you. Again, answering, being able to research what you want to get into, and also learning how to invest. I know people that invested in Ethereum when it was on its way up. They weren't they weren't sure on what a graph looks like, a macro graph. They would look at it, they would see Ethereum going down, and they would take the money out, and then just complain about that they lost money on Ethereum. No, they didn't. They didn't lose money. What they did was they did not know how to invest. A um, One way to look at investing and also the markets. The markets are cyclic, which means that they have 4 to 5 year time horizon. What happens is that the big guys, the big money makers, the sovereign wealth funds, the governments, the big companies, the 5 or 6 big billionaires in the world, they buy into everything, hoping because they want to hold on to their wealth, so they buy into everything, and they are the precursors to what you might call a rug pull. They know when to put the money in, they know when to take the money out, and if you're going to put money in, follow the cycles. So if you want to, I mean, you can get into a cycle halfway if you want, but what you're doing there is you're buying investments at the wrong time because they've already gone up in price. And halfway into a cycle, the risk guys are already hauling out profits. And if they're hauling out profits, then the price of your chosen investment may be going up or down. Who knows? If you get in at the beginning of a cycle, everything is cheap, everything is low, everything's already been bought out, and everyone's getting ready for another cycle. That's like in '08 when the housing crash happened. That was all planned. That was all manipulated by the big banks, and of course the taxpayers bailed them all out, paid them all off, bought them all up to scratch again. And with our money that we bailed them out with, they bought houses and also apartments again and condo complexes for pennies on a dollar using our tax money. This is what I'm telling you. You learn all this stuff when you research, read stuff. You could be reading about Bitcoin and you'll be learning about Ethereum, XRP, and XLM because it's all hooked together. It's all one big cycle. So basically, you can learn by being an investor and also reviewing and researching everything that you want to invest in. That's basically all in a nutshell, and you learn more by just involving yourself in it. My wife complained for a long while that I was up hours every night on the internet. She didn't know what I was doing. Who knows what she thought? But I finally took all my binders off my shelves and I filled 3 or 4 totes with them. I probably have about I don't know 150 pounds of paper filled with information. So
Oh,
yeah, and
okay, that's cool.
yeah,
Cool. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here now.
yeah.
That's this for a live stream. What we're going to do, I'm going to be talking to my brother here and see if we can do what's called a podcast. I think I wanted to do it every Sunday if he's available. We could talk about different things, politics. We could talk about cryptocurrency, what's happening in our land or in other states, and how it's affecting us. Um, we'll see
Anything
from there.
trending?
Huh?
Anything trending?
Yeah, anything. So I'm going to start putting stuff up and see where it goes. It's all for it. We'll have him here. Okay, guys. See you later.